Hi, welcome to another episode of More Hot Takes than the one I promised so much of. Because it seems that despite Starmer not wanting to get rid of Rachel Reeves, he may well be forced to. She may be already on borrowed time. He knows he's got to keep her. A Prime Minister who loses a Chancellor doesn't tend to last long because it shows bad judgment. And we know Starmer has got terrible judgment. But he also wants to keep her at least until May and use her as the shield, the human shield, the bodyguard. It will be her who's falling on her sword when they get a right pummeling in May. But apparently, it may not be. It may be quicker. Labour MPs are now openly warming to the idea of removing the Chancellor, of removing Reeves from that role in a possible Starmer reshuffle, and it will be the price that Starmer has to pay in order to keep his job as Prime Minister for now. Her standing in the party appears to have weakened considerably. She was dropped from the China trip, of course, and she's been keeping a very low profile. She's said to be depressed. She's said to have been in tears several times. And she's also said at the moment that she's quietly lobbying backbenchers and colleagues, sending supportive messages to people. And what these insiders are saying is that this is a very unusual charm offensive. They've never seen it before, and they think that what she's trying to do is to keep her job, because it will be these backbenchers saying that she has to go if Starmer wants to stay. And she doesn't want to go. She knows she's never going to have another gig like it. She's been found out to be the useless woman she is. Now, some MPs now believe her position is absolutely untenable. She's going to have to be sacrificed. She's going to have to go. It will both appease Labour's soft left, but it will also send a message to Starmer that he's there out of the good graces of the party and not because he's any good at his job. There's figures such as Angela Rayner and Ed Miliband milling around and gaining influence daily. Any post-May power deal is going to have to come quickly. Backbench critics are said to be blaming Reeves for many of the government's problems, not all of them, but many of them. They're saying that it is her decisions that have basically alienated the party from its traditional base and led to them actually just getting abuse on the streets on a daily basis. Some want Miliband in the Treasury. I think that'd be a terrible idea, but they're saying it's got to be someone who's not Rachel Reeves. Miliband's the worst choice. If I'm going to put anyone in there, I would suggest Streeting. But although Starmer and Reeves have been closely aligned politically, and they are said to understand that they are joined at the hip, it may well be politically, it may well be that she has to go. And if she does, he's in a very much weaker position, which means that any real leadership challenge that does happen has got a greater sense of, or a greater chance of succeeding. The speculation is reflected and on, these tensions. How can we put this? It is clear to everyone that we have a regime in its death throes, held there purely out of spite from a prime minister who's having to basically threaten a general election to keep his job. But they're saying that, fine, you can keep your job for now, but he's got to be clipped. He's got to have his wings clipped. Take his chancellor away. It's all looking like that. I don't know how much longer Rachel Reeves is going to survive. I am, this is the trouble. She came in, oh, look at me, I'm the world's first, I'm the first lady who's done the job. You're also the shittest at it. You've done women no good at all, have you? If you'd have come in and been actually good at the job, it would have been okay. But you're not. You're rubbish. But then you're in Labour. Of course you're rubbish. You've got to be pretty dim to be in Labour. But lying on a CV is never good, especially when you get caught out. Especially when you're, as well, you think, you being a chess grandmaster. Oh, no, that was a lie too, wasn't it? When you ran the 3-minute mile, when you walked on the moon, love. full of shite. Well, it looks like the trail of shit may well be coming to a very, very abrupt end. And it's all really, I'm afraid, thanks to the backbenchers. They've had enough. Cabinet colleagues don't want her to go. They're using her. They know that she will take the hit come May, saving their bacon somewhat. But the backbenchers have had enough. It's them that really control the party. They can vote elsewhere, can't they? They can refuse to do things. The trouble is now, you can't even throw the whips at them. The whips themselves have admitted they've got no power over the backbenchers anymore because there's no authority in the Prime Minister. He's a figurehead. That's all he is now. He's got no real power anymore. He's probably going to pick this Antonio Romeo. He does like him, doesn't he? He picks a lord who's got close connections to a Pede. He picks another lord who's got close connections to a different Pede. And now he's going to pick this Antonia, who's a baroness. So another lord, but a female lord, a lordette, who's got close connections. And you couldn't make it up, to an infamous, shall we say, Hollywood producer who is currently languishing in prison for doing some terrible things with women. Yep, she's a big chum of Harvey Weinstein's. He don't half pick 'em, doesn't he? And then he'll moan, I had no idea that she was a good friend of Harvey Weinstein. And there's the picture of them standing together, her and Harvey holding each other, laughing. And it did not cross my desk. That'll be the next thing, because that's the only excuse that fat wanker has, isn't it? Oh, it did not cross my desk. I had no idea. Nobody told me. Well, I'm telling you, she's a good friend of Harvey's. Eh? What is wrong with the man? Why does he look for the world's worst people, say, right, he's a terrible person, let me pick one of their friends. Oh, he'll do, he's a friend, let's get him in. And he won't prosecute Jimmy Savile. I mean, Jesus, God, what is the man? The man is a monster, isn't he? He's an absolute monster. Well, his chickens are coming home to roost. His chancellor's about to be removed from him. His spine's already been removed. And I wouldn't give him much time after May. He's done. He is a zombie. He is a dead Prime Minister walking. He is no more. We know it. You know it. He knows it. But I'm not giving up, and I've never lost a fight. You're going to lose this one, matey. Spam, in case you're wondering. Yeah, so there we go. Anyway, let me know what you think. We'll end that one there. I can't stand it when bloody phones go off in the middle of videos. I'm not too far in. I'm not stopping, and I'm not editing it out. That's not it. Where was I? Yes. So thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed today's offerings. We're back again tomorrow. So until then, stay safe, stay well, and I will speak to you all later. You wonderful, wonderful people. Hit subscribe. Bye.